Alright, hopefully this is working okay. It should be. I tested it a few times. So today I finally finished Pokemon Scarlet. So I'm going to be ranking all of the Pokemon in Paldea, Gen 9. I'm going to start by giving us a row F here for the fails. F, you fail. Alright, start off we have Tauros, who is literally just a recolor. I'm going to pull up the Cerebi. Oh yeah, you can see I was trying to figure out how to work OBS. Cerebi, we're going to go, just so you can get a bigger picture of them. I guess this does not go in the same order. Tauros is also not on here, so we are going to just look up Tauros. This is right. This is what I want. Okay, so oh, that's it, shiny. Okay, I haven't seen that. That is a pretty lame shiny. But this is there's 3 new Tauros forms: Combat, Blaze, and Aqua. Combat is just regular Tauros, but with darker fur, with black fur. So that's just a reskin. I mean, I don't have any strong feelings about Tauros either way. He's already a pretty unoriginal Pokemon, so I mean, it's a Gen 1 Pokemon, so you can't really fault him for that, but I guess we'll put him in mid-tier, just because I mean, it's a fighting type. That's the thing they changed. I don't know if it gets any cool new moves or anything. It doesn't look like it. It has Raging Bull. I don't know if that was, when was this introduced? Gen 9. It is a new move, but all forms of it, all of these forms can learn it. Does anything else learn it? No, just Tauros. So I guess they gave it a new signature move. Still, moving on, I guess we should get to the fire form. Can I pull these guys up? Yeah, so this is the fire form. Shiny still sucks. They changed the horns. Whoops. It's got pointed horns. It's got red fire. It's got a twisted whip tail, I guess. I guess that's kind of cool. It's definitely cooler than Combat Breed. I don't know. I guess it's a B. I think I definitely like the water one best of all. Just because it's horns. And it's kind of like a water buffalo. You know how they have those giant... yeah, that's cool. See, yeah, that's why this is definitely my favorite water buffalo. It's not an A, though. I can't give it an A. Maybe... Alright, I'm putting him down to D for laziness. Oh, I feel bad putting him in C, but this is just the first one, so we'll change it as we go. Number 2 is Wooper. Wooper is also kind of just a recolor, but, I mean, I like Wooper. I used to hate Wooper. Little backstory, I fucking hated Wooper when I was a kid. I thought it was annoying. It had an annoying cry, and whenever I played Heart Gold, it would always, I would always get it in wild encounters, and it would make that annoying-ass cry. But I like Wooper now, because Quagsire is very based. Quagsire is a great Pokemon, probably in... I don't know if I'd say Quagsire's in my top... It's in my top 20, for sure. But Wooper... I like that it's got... Because it's a poison ground type now, so it's got, skull and crossbones for its... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Not you. I'll put you in B as well. Alright, let's get to the starters. Sprigatito... The Sprigatito line, I'm going to start tackling them as their line. The Sprigatito line has very Delphox syndrome, I think. The, Fennekin line syndrome. Because its starter form is really cool. It's yeah, this is cool, promising starter Pokemon. Its second form is damn, that's really awesome. This is going to be a kick-ass starter Pokemon. And I'm going to say it now, Floragato, the mid form, is an S. I love Floragato. I think Sprigatito might also get S. Maybe A. I'm going to put an A for right now, and I'm going to put Meowscarada in A with it. The reason I think it's like Delphox is because it's got... The second form is amazing, and then the third form kind of fumbles it's got a cool idea and it kind of fumbles it and falls flat on its face. It's still cool. I wouldn't say it's by any means a bad Pokemon. It's obviously an A tier, but it's still, it just doesn't live up to the potential of its second form. I'm gonna say that Florigato is my favorite of any of the 9 starter Pokemon, like levels, all their levels. This is easily a S. Fuecoco. Here's my thing with Fuecoco and its evolution. Skeledurge, I think it's called. Skeledurge. Fuecoco, I'll put an A. This thing is Luke. Oh, I forget its name. Sorry. Can we go back? Oh, wait, I didn't do it on this here. Go here. Crocolore. I just remembered it as I saw it. Oh, hey, that's a shiny. I didn't see it. I like that. That's an okay shiny. I enjoy that. I want to see if Oh, that went from a very pale kind of magenta to very neon pink. I don't know if I like that as much. It's fine. It's not the worst shiny. But okay, Crocolore is goofy. It's got like an egg on its head. It's kind of like a sombrero, I guess. I'm not a big fan of Crocolore. I don't know if it should be. I'm going to put in C. Skeledurge, this is my thing with Skeledurge. I think if it weren't a starter evolution, it would probably be a lot cooler. But it just doesn't fit the mold of starter evolutions, and I think that's kind of like where a lot of people kind of don't really like it, because it is a starter evolution. But if this were like its own standalone evolution, like, you know, like Crocodile or something, I think it'd be a lot cooler. Also, apparently it's like a singer. I also had the revelation that ever since Gen 6, I think they've started like, they stopped doing just regular animals for starter evolutions and started adding like roles to them. Like Gen 6, you had the Water Ninja, Fire Mage, Grass Paladin. Gen 7 was the Archer, Grass Archer, Singer, Water Singer, and the Fire Wrestler. 8 was Sniper, Drummer, and Soccer Player. And then this is like a singer, because apparently it's like, it has like a microphone and like that little bird. I like the bird. I like how it's kind of like a symbiosis thing, like birds on like hippos and big animals and like the savannah. But then it like uses the bird as a microphone, which is kind of goofy. I'm going to put it in B. If it were like its own thing and not a starter, I could probably see it maybe inching into A. But it's a B. Quaxley. I like Quaxley. I don't know if Quaxley's... I mean, if the rest of the starters aren't S, I'll put maybe I put these two. I'll do that for now. I'll put these two up here, because I like Quaxley. I kind of mean to Fuecoco, because Fuecoco was originally going to be the one I went with, but I decided to go with Sprigatito in the end. So I feel kind of bad, because Fuecoco was my OG pick. But back to Quaxley. Pardon me. The thing with Quaxley is, before I even knew what it evolved into, Quaquaval, I saw like somebody, without spoiling it, said that like Rule 34 artists were gonna have like a field day with this one, like the people who want to like put their Willy in a Gardevoir. Can we just, yeah, there we go. I don't hate it. Oh, that's a cool shiny too. It's like lighter. It kind of looks like it was left out in the sun for too long. I haven't seen any of these shinies. This is my first time seeing the shiny. My big issue with this design is it's kind of the body shape. It's got like a weird kind of uncomfortable body shape with like the large torso, hips, like duck shape, because it's like half duck, half man. It's kind of got the same vibe as those dogs that kind of look like humans and like suit in like weird dog suits. But my big issue is the feet. It's got like ugly ass, like bloated balloon animal toes, like big bird looking ass. I like its face, the drops, the water drops, how it like dances around it when it's like in battle is really cool. But the feet just ruin it for me. Maybe B as well. Yeah, I'll do B for this thing too. I forget what it's called. Quaxwell. That's a cool. I like this one better. It's very Piplup colors, and I love Piplup. It kind of looks like toothpaste. Lechonk, I love Lechonk. A tier for Lechonk. Not S tier just because it's a little plain. I mean, it is a first evolution. It is normal type. Not a big fan of Oinkologne. Sorry. I knew the spoiler I saw, like, I didn't see a spoiler. I didn't know what it would look like, but like the non-spoiler review for it said it was going to be like a feminine, ugly Pokemon kind of deal, and that's what Oinkologne is. It's a D. This one, I don't know what the difference between the two forms were. I thought it was like a gender thing, but I don't think it is because I had one and it was this, and then I found other ones of the same gender that were this. So I don't know what the difference is. Can I like find that out actually? Let's see. I don't want to make this video too long. Oinkologne. What are its two forms? Yeah, it's like a cologne thing, and that it's got like a. I like the shiny. The shiny's cool. I've also seen Lechonk shiny. It's also like pink, like a piggy bank. It's cute. But yeah, like the thing on its tail is like this thing you squeeze on cologne, and it's like that weird rubbery top, and it makes me uncomfortable. Dunsparce. The Dunsparce is a troll. It's absolutely Game Freak trolling. People have been asking for Dunsparce evolution for so long, and we get it, and it's just a longer Dunsparce. Up close you can see it's like just doubled everything. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it and all that. Oh, that's not even right. Oh, it's right here. See, like, Dunsparce had, like, 2 spikes, 2 lines, or 1 line. So it just, like, doubled everything. And apparently it's got, like, a 2-segment form and a 3-segment form that you only get 1 in 25 chance when you evolve it, which is weird. I don't know what the difference is, like, if it gets any stat changes. I mean, maybe D, just because it's kind of trolly. Tarantula and Spidops are okay. I don't really have any strong feelings. It could have been worse. I like the ball of twine thing. I like these two, Nimble and Low Kicks. I kind of expected them to be fighting, but I can get behind Dark type. The dung rolling Pokemon, the shit Pokemon. It's okay. I don't have any strong feelings. Rabska. This thing is called Rabska. Relor and Rabska. I didn't encounter Rabska in my game. It's a psychic type, I guess. So, I don't have much experience with it. I keep going here. Oh, I missed it. Rabska. Oh, that's sick. It becomes like a golden beetle. I'll give it a B. You can get a B. Greavard and Houndstone. I'll put them in C. Don't have any strong opinions. Oops, not you. Same kind of with Flittle and Espathra. I always want to say Espartha, but it's Espathra. It's definitely like kind of the weird, like, zany kind of type Pokemon, if you know what I mean. Like, I want to say Bruxish, but also, like, the thing I associate this with is that Dan likes it. Oh, they didn't have the shinies in here earlier today, so they must have just added them. So that's cool. It's okay. I mean, I feel like I could hate it. There's a potential to hate it, but I don't. It's fine. C again. Farigiraf, also a C. A lot of Pokemon I'm kind of neutral about. I don't hate or love either way. Wiglet, I like the Wiglet and I like Wugtrio. I like them. They're B for me. I like that it gets gooey. It's like sticky. That's his thing. I like that it becomes red. It kind of looks like coral. I like it. Dodonzo, I think this thing is called. When I first saw it, I originally thought it was a Whiscash evolution just from like passing it in the world. Like the ocean when I was like swimming. It's cool. I like the big fish thing. It's a pure water, which is kind of boring, I guess. Like, there are a lot of other pure water big fish Pokemon that are, like, a lot cooler, like Wishy-Washy or Wailord, but Wailord's flying also. I'll put it in B. Yeah, it's not really an A. This thing, oh shit, what is it? Veluza? Is that it? Veluza. Oh shit, fuck. Oh god. It's Veluza, isn't it? Am I staring? Veluza, yes, Veluza. It's a water psychic. When I see... Oh shit. I keep seeing these shinies for the first time. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like the green. But when I see this thing, I think it's kind of just a cooler version of like Barraskewda. So I'll give it a B. Palanfin and Finizen. I know you guys told me this thing was going to be the ugliest thing in the game because you guys definitely saw the hero mode. I want to see this thing shiny too. Palafin. And you said absolutely do not evolve it. It's the ugliest thing. I ended up getting it. I ended up evolving it, and I ended up using it on my team. And I'm sorry, but I love it. It's goofy, but in like a cool kind of goofy way. Like it knows it's being goofy. It knows it's being campy. Yes, it has a cool shiny. Fuck yes. I'm sorry, guys. Controversial opinion. S. These are not the same Pokemon. Also, Finizen evolves into Palanfin, and all it does is it gets a heart on its stomach, and then it gets a hero form. So these are the same Pokemon. This is an evolution of this. So it's very confusing because this evolves into this, but then you don't know it like is this until you activate its transform ability, which you get by like using like a water type U-turn. It learns on evolution, which is cool because this is an insanely busted Pokemon, Palanfin. Hero mode. It's apparently got stats better than like some Mega Evolutions, but the only way you can get it into this hero form is if you use the water type U-turn called Tail Flip Turn. So once you flip turn, it turns into this. So it's not like you'll instantly get like the super strong Pokemon. You kind of have to like technique for it. So that's like a cool little gimmick to it. I enjoy it. I think it's definitely, it looks like a SpongeBob villain, like a Man Ray looking ass. I love it. That's an S tier for me. Sorry, Smoliv S tier. Oh shit, that's not Smoliv. Where did you come from? You were down here. Nope, go back. Oh, fuck, whatever. Smoliv, I like Smoliv. I didn't see Doliv or Arboliv, I think its name is. Arboliva. I didn't see either of these playing. Arboliva, yeah. It's cool. I wouldn't give them all. I'll put A or B, A or B, A or B. I like Smoliv. Smoliv's a little guy. He's S tier. B. They're not like as, yeah, B. Sorry, guys. Capsicid and Scovillain. This is, I'm like 99% sure, the first grass fire type we've gotten. I saw Scovillain before I saw Capsicid. Sorry, another B. I will say I thought it was going to be a 3-stage evolution, so I'm kind of disappointed it didn't get like a 3rd stage where it could go all out. Kind of obviously I drew drawing from like this Wayless line because 1 head, 2 heads. I guess that would be kind of cheap if they repeated the like 1, 2, 3 Hydra sort of thing, but it's, you know, it's a grass fire type. Cool. First in the business. It's not the worst. Tadbulb and Bellybolt. Also B. I will say they're okay. He's got a cool ability. It's cool, strong electromorphosis, whatever is his ability. It's cool. It's strong. I will say though, as far as frog Pokemon go, if you're a frog Pokemon, it's almost guaranteed that you're like one of the best Pokemon designs. Frog Pokemon are always cool. This is probably the worst frog design. It's probably the new low mark for frogs. Even then, it's not bad. I mean, as far as Pokemon go, it's still a decent design. I enjoy it. It's got like that dopey face. I feel like the mimic eyes is kind of like unnecessary. But yeah, moving on. Varoom and Revaroom. I don't like Varoom that much. Varoom is a D. Revaroom, though, I'll put in B. I like him a little better. That's definitely a cooler design. It gives real Carcoal line energy with like the weird like chunky wheels it's got, but I like it. It's also got the purple poison splotches because I think it's a steel poison, right? Okay, Earthworm. Very Edric told me that this was gonna be a Pokemon I would encounter, and it'd be very Edric core. It is very Edric core. It's goofy. It's dopey. Is it a B or an A? It's got a really cool ability called Earth Eater, where like you can't hit it with ground type attacks, kind of like Water Absorb, but for ground types. So that makes it powerful. B. It's cool. It's definitely got like the Edric like Pukamuku, Bellsprout, Shuckle kind of dopey character design that they like. Mouse House, Mousehold, Tandemouse and Mousehold. They're little mice, you know. There's not much else to say about them. As far as like plain ass Pokemon designs go, this is like probably as plain as you can get. Like they don't even have color on them. But they're goofy. There's a lot of Twitter pictures out there of them like opening their mouth and screaming when they attack, because that's like their attack animation, and it's really cute. I feel like I wouldn't like them that much, but also I learned they get an attack called Population Bomb, I think, where like apparently like a whole bunch of them come out and like attack as one, which is funny as hell. I'll put them in B, all of them. Citadel. I like Citadel. Citadel's cute as fuck. Even just like the in-game model. I don't know why I'm looking this one up instead of like, because I want like an actual picture of it. Look at that. That's adorable. That's fucking adorable. That's a cute ass Pokemon. That's an A. Cititan, I don't feel as strongly about. It's not an A for me. It's a B. It just feels a little bit over-designed, if you asked me. Oh, I can't type stuff in here. Shit. I gotta stop doing that. I missed it, didn't I? No, I didn't. It's a Titan. What's its shiny? That's a cool shiny. The orange is a little weird, but otherwise it's cool. It's just a little over-designed. Like, it's got, like, the weird things. And then his mouth is, like, a weird shape that it, like, opens up. I don't know. I feel like they could have gone, like, a little... They could have reeled it in here, and it wouldn't be as bad. But for what it is, it's a B. This thing is apparently the pseudo-legendary. I never encountered this during my game, except one of the E4s, the final evolution. I don't like them. This thing's a F. This thing's a D. This thing, when you first saw it, I thought kind of like, look at that. That's like a Godzilla design, but then you see it up close, and it's just ugly as hell. I guess I wouldn't say ugly as hell. It's not, like, offensive, but it's just not great. Baxcalibur. It's got, like, an axe on its back. I think that's how it gets its name. But, like, it's got, like, weird, like, things on its claws. Its face. It's just... And then everything else is very plain and simple. I don't like it. It's a D. Kind of sad, because pseudo-legendaries are... Tatsurigi. Let me pull this thing up. I went too far. Tatsugiri, sorry. It's supposed to be like the sushi Pokemon. Oh, so it does have different shiny forms for each form. That's cool. That's like something they've never done before. Dan said they might. And looks like they do. But I feel it is the sushi Pokemon. It's the mimicry Pokemon. There are definitely other mimic Pokemon, but because it's got rice on it. It's also a dragon before water. I feel like they could have done more with the sushi thing. Like, it's only got 1 grain of rice under it. Maybe they could, like... Also, apparently it's got, like, some sort of synergy. Like, its ability is used exclusively in double battles. It's supposed to work with Dodonzo. So that's, like... I guess it's cool, but, like, when are you going to do double battles? There's, like, 2 double battles in the entire game. Unless you, like, take it and, like, competitively use it in, like, competitive doubles. It's cute. It's Dano Core. I'll give it a B, I guess. They're really overdoing the B. Are there any of these I could move down to C? I definitely am overdoing that. Cyclizar. Oh, God damn it. It's going to be B again, isn't it? Because I like the design enough. Okay, these guys, I can put these guys S or maybe A. But I am biased because I used one on my team, but they're really cute. I think this is the Pikachu clone. It is really cute. It's also got a like sick ass move where it like revives a team member, which is kind of busted, but kind of not, because you probably just use revive anyways and not waste a turn like the same way you would with a move. But I like Palmy. Palmy's adorable. Palmo, Palmot, S tiers. Ella Watchroll. Sorry, Watchroll is this thing's name. This was the first Pokemon I saw that I was completely unspoiled, hadn't seen anything, hadn't known anything about it, and then the first thing you see, it's the first time you see it is when you boot up the game and it's in like the intro cutscene. And when I first saw it, it like flies by the screen and like it just looks like a bird. These two have like very unoriginal designs, but I like electric flying is a really good typing. There's only like 2 other Pokemon, Zapdos and Oricorio, with it. They just don't do a whole lot with the design. They could have done a whole lot more. I guess they were kind of going for like a sleek design because it's very reserved, I guess. I'll put them in... Sorry, guys. Putting them in B. I'll put Bombardier in C. I don't really... Maybe there's like more on it in here, but like... I didn't really vibe with it, I guess. It's a dark flying type, or a flying dark type, which is kind of unexpected because it's like a stork. So, you know... I guess because it like drops things on people, and that's like its thing. That's a cool shiny though. It doesn't change a lot, but it makes it look more dark typey. Yeah, that's a C tier. Squawkabilly, I'll put you in D tier just so you can fill out the bottom a little bit. But Squawkabilly is a really non-entity Pokemon. Maybe because I didn't like encounter it much. So maybe I'm like missing its gimmick. It like flies the flying taxis in this game. It's a lame shiny too. I guess this one is a little better. And I guess it comes in different colors. Maybe that's its gimmick. It's a parrot Pokemon, but we have Chatot. It just gives, it's like a shittier Chatot. So yeah, that's a D. Flamigo. Alright, this is like the string of lame ass birds. Flamigo is a flying fighting bird. It's not even fighting flying. But it's just a flamingo. And this is its gimmick, is that it's so like angry and like fighty that it ties a knot in its neck to contain its energy. That's what the Pokedex said. Where are the Pokedex in here? This Pokemon ties the base of its neck into a knot so that the stored energy doesn't escape through its beak from its belly. That's its gimmick. It doesn't even, it's not even like, looks like I would not look at this thing and think it's fighting. I want to put it in F, but like, it's just like so nothing that it doesn't even deserve it almost. Cloth I like. I'll put Cloth. Oh no. I'll put you in A, just so he can do more A's, because he might be more B. Sorry, Cloth. Sorry, buddy. You gotta go in B. So the general vibe I'm getting so far is a lot of them are pretty good. They're okay. There's some good ones. Mainly the ones I used. These are all just the ones I used. Not Smoliv or Quaxley, but the rest I used. Oh shit. Okay, this thing. Knackley. They had to know when designing Knackley that it looks like the rock mushroom from Mario Galaxy. They just had to. There's no way they couldn't have. Oh shit. Gimme gold. Fuck. Knackley is D. I like Knackle Stack a lot better. It's fun to say, Knackle Stack. B. Garganical. Okay, Garganical is... I like Garganical. I could hate it a lot more. It gives me Golurk vibes. I will say that Golurk is a lot cooler by far than Garganical, but I like the big, strong Titan Golem sort of vibe. The weird pyramid on its shoulders is kind of weird. It's kind of off-putting. They could have done that a lot better, but everything else, like getting past that, the rest of the design is cool, so I'll take it. I also wanted to mention that Quaxley's line, going back to Quaxley's line, while it is weird and it's off-putting and it's got the weird-ass toes, I do think it's better than the Sobble line. I will take Quaxley line over the Sobble line. I still don't like Inteleon at all. I think Inteleon's definitely like weirder and ickier. Glimmet is this thing. F. Just because I didn't know what it is. It's like an ore. It's the ore Pokemon, and it's got like a weird weird bulb on it. And then it evolves into Glimora. And spoilers, but I guess, I mean, we're going through the whole Pokédex, so you're already kind of spoiling the whole game here, but this is the Champions, like, Ace Pokemon, which does not feel right. It just does not feel like a champion Pokemon, you know, like, Cynthia has Garchomp, Steven has, like, Metagross, those are, like, kick-ass, like, pseudo-legendaries, and this is just, it has a good ability, and that's it. Its ability is Toxic Debris, and that's, like, it sets up Toxic Spikes whenever it gets hit by physical attacks, I believe, so it's a really good ability, but otherwise, it's just, in the game, it, like, clings to walls, and, like, the backside of it opens up, and it's, like, a flower, almost. I'll give it a C. Shroodle is an F. Shroodle's ugly as hell. Grafaiai did not need a pre-evo, and it did not need to look this butt ugly. It looks like a fucking, like, chew toy that you'd give to, like, a cat. Grafaiai, I didn't like Grafaiai better, but looking at it now, it's got... Well, I didn't like Grafaiai that much when they announced it. Shroodle's definitely infinitely worse. Grafaiai, looking at it now, I can kind of remedy my gripes with it. It's better than I gave it credit for before. Still C. Not a D. Not a D. Fido's good. I like Fido. Fido, I'll go with an A. Doxbun is an S. Again, definitely biased. I definitely used it. And I definitely grew attached to it. But also, it's just wholesome. It's a cute-ass Pokemon. It's just look at it. It's cool. I like it. It's cute. Mastiff. I knew we were getting... Okay, so I knew there was, like, three two-stage dog evolutions. A fairy one, which is Fido. Ghost one, which is Graveyard. And... a dark one, and this is the dark one, and this is kind of underwhelming. I'm gonna give it a D. Mabostiff. I'm kind of just doing this to see it shiny, but Mabostiff's a little bit better, definitely better than the I've seen the Varoom shiny. Definitely better than kind of a whatever shiny. Hang on, sorry. Okay, sorry. It's better. Two-stage Dark Dog reminds me of Mightyena and Poochyena. I'll give it a C. I don't know if it's better than Mightyena, but I don't really feel strongly about Mightyena anyways. Bramblin and Bramblegast, I believe it's called. It's a cool idea. I didn't see Bramblegast, so I don't know... I didn't see Bramblegast in game, so I don't know what it looks like in the game. I feel like this isn't doing it much justice. I feel like it's definitely one of those Pokemon that, like, you see the 3D model outside the game, and you're like, that's the ugliest thing ever, this is such a shit Pokemon, and then you see it in the game, and it's like, oh, that's okay. You know? Like, I've definitely seen, like, leaks of Pokemon, and then, like, I see them in game, and like, oh, okay, that's what it's supposed to be. It's a cool idea, like, the Tumbleweed, the Grass Ghost... Grass Ghost is definitely like a hard, a high bar to clear, just because you have like all of this kick-ass Gen 6 Grass Ghosts with Phantump and Trevenant and Pumpkaboo line. Those are just like such good designs. Those would be S2s easy. This thing, it doesn't clear that level. I'm sorry, but I'm putting you in C. Same with Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul might even be a D. And then Goldengo, I think it's... This is Pokemon number 1000, I believe. Or they don't have, like, actual national dex numbers set, so it might not be. It's not set in stone, but this is... A little thing though is when you get 999 coins and give them to Gimme Gold, that's how you evolve it. So I was expecting this to be like a really like kick-ass evolution, but like 999 1000, you know, that's a cool little thing, I guess. But as an actual design on its own, let me see its shiny. I don't like its design though. I guess it doesn't have its shiny in yet. That's too bad. I don't like the design. Sorry. It's like, I don't know. It's like a weird kind of like chill vibe, dude. It's not what I would expect from like the Mimic Chest Pokemon. So that's a D or an F. D, I'll give it D. Sorry, texting Randy. Alright, we made it to the Paradox Pokemon. Let's have some fun with these. Great Tusk. I love Great Tusk. Great Tusk is a great primal Pokemon. It's like exactly what you want when you think of like what would like a mammoth version of Donphan look like. They do a good job with that. Okay, I want to preface this with these are weird names. They're 2-word names. Great Tusk, and I want to say that back when they announced back in like 2016 when they were announcing Pokemon for Sun and Moon, they announced the Ultra Beasts and they announced Nihilego as UB01, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. It's gonna be called like UB01. That's such a weird, unique like code name, and they're gonna give it to a Pokemon. And that was the same trailer that they announced Type Null, which was also kind of like a convention-breaking name. So I figured that like UB01 was just gonna be their names. And then they like actually showed up in the game, and it's like, oh, its name is Nihilego, and they actually have like just regular plain old Pokemon names. And I was kind of bummed, you know, because the UB01 would have been a cool name. I guess it's a little less cool if there's like UB02, UB03, and then it's like a series of UBs. So I guess it wouldn't really hold up, but like in the moment when they released that, and Nihilego was the only Ultra Beast, and it was UB01 and not Nihilego, that was really cool to me. I thought it was cool. So now these Pokemon come on along, and they're like naming convention breaking Pokemon because they have 2 names. I like it. I like the Great Tusk. It kind of feels like an ancient civilization, how they would like call like mystical creatures. I don't have like any examples for that, so I just kind of have to have faith that you know what I'm talking about here, like Native Americans naming like wild beasts and stuff. Kind of gives that vibe. But also I saw a leak for what's this thing called? Bonnet something? Brute Bonnet. That's its shiny. It's just the same as Amoonguss. I saw that it was going to be called Oonga Boongus. Like Amoonguss, but like caveman. And I thought that was hilarious. Unfortunately, it looks like its name in-game is actually just Brute Bonnet. So I thought Brute Bonnet was going to be UB01, and then Oonga Boongus was going to be like the Nihilego. But these things actually just have these names in the game, so I kind of got like, you know, like fainted. I got tricked. They faked me out with the UBs, the Ultra Beasts, and then they actually did it with these guys. And I wish it was called Oonga Boongus, because that's a fucking great name. But design-wise, it sucks. It's not great. It's not my favorite. C, maybe even D. We're going to go with D with that. Sandy Shocks. This is where they kind of start to lose me with the naming convention. Also, what weird Pokemon to pick for, like... There's just such better Pokemon to pick to do, like, primal versions of. Why would you do Magneton? It's an electric ground type. It's a, like, magnet. It's better than Oonga Boongus. I'll give it a C. I will say I feel like they did their best with like the assignment here, like make Magneton look primal, like an ancient version of Magneton. I don't know. It's like weird. It's got like magnets. The magnets like extend out and are its legs, which is weird. It's just weird. I'm not saying I hate it. There's some cool stuff about it. I don't even know what, like, it's got like a tail, I guess. But yeah. I feel like I could do some, like, maybe, like, crossbones, or, like, bones coming out of, like, the bone through, like, the nostril. It doesn't have a nose, so what am I talking about? But there's some things I can see. But, like, okay, so Magneton and then Misdreavus is next? Or Jigglypuff. Okay, so another thing is that Scarlet gets, like, Jigglypuff and Misdreavus and Magneton, and then Scarlet gets, like, Hydreigon, Tyranitar, and Gallade. Like, if that's not, like, unbalanced, you know what I'm saying? But Screamtail, the Jigglypuff, I like it. I'll give it an A. It's a really cool primal take on a Jigglypuff. It's also weird because Scarlet gets all the pre-evolutions. Like, we have, like, a primal Jigglypuff and a primal Misdreavus, but no, like, primal Wigglytuff or Mismagius. So, like, we're left wondering if there, like, is one, you know? Like, I doubt we're gonna ever see this primal future gimmick again, because Pokemon never sits with their gimmicks. But, like, maybe DLC if we're super, super lucky and we, like, get evolutions. But it's just weird, you know? It's weird that these pre-evos are, like... You get what I'm saying, right? Like, they chose these pre-evos to make new versions of, and then, like, didn't bother with the evolved forms. Misdreavus, the Fluttermane, it's okay. It's weird that it's asymmetrical. Like, they did that with the Donzo, too. I think if you look closely at the Donzo, it's not a symmetrical Pokemon. But Fluttermane's got, like... I kind of like it. I kind of like how it's... Like, if they were going to do asymmetrical stuff, and I don't often like asymmetrical stuff, this is... I'm okay with. It's weird that it's... I don't even know what its stats are. Is it, like, similar to a regular pre-evolved, unevolved Misdreavus? Or is it, like, stronger? I don't know. But design-wise, I'll give it an A, maybe. I don't think it's... I'll give it an A, I guess. It's cool. I want to fucking see this thing, like a Ghost Fairy Mismagius that follows after this. It would be so cool. Same with Jigglypuff. I feel like they could do something really cool. Slitherwing. Alright, bear with me here. Slitherwing, look at Slitherwing. Look at this and tell me I'm wrong. Slitherwing is a mid-evolution between Larvesta and Volcarona. Like, apparently it's a bug fighting also, which is weird as hell. This is like a primal Volcarona. But when I see this, all I think is mid-evolution stage. Like, it has to be. Look at that, it's perfect. It'd be so perfect if, like, if that was just its mid-evolution. Of course, if they did introduce it without, like, all this, and it was like, here's a mid-evolution for a pre-established Pokemon. Like, you can't do that. You can put in, like, a middle form. That's lame as hell. But as far as designs go, this would be perfect as that. As, like, a primal Volcarona, I think they could have done better. I love my idea. Their idea is not as good. Sorry, Game Freak. You guys suck. B tier. Yeah, it's fine. Stand as it is. But it just... Come on. I cannot look at that and, like... Once I had that idea, once that came into my mind, I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's what this is to me. I think, oh yeah, Screaming, Roaring Moon. This guy slaps. Okay, this is like the coolest one. Probably up there with Donphan. Primal Salamence, they did it good. It's got like giant wings. Like the Mega Evolution, that's fucking rules. It's cool. What type is it? Dragon Dark. That's amazing. Alright, moving on to the future. Iron Shreds, lame as shit. It does not stand up to Great Tusk at all. It's a lot worse. It's goofy. It's like... I never saw it in game because I got Scarlet, so I didn't see it like... I'm guessing it like transforms... Iron Shreds. And like kind of becomes like a ball almost. Like the thing wraps around and it uses them as like treads. I don't like it as much. It's got like a weird little tiny face on like a pupil body and like a larval body. It's not my favorite. Great Tusk is easily much better. Alright, we're gonna rank it with D, I think. Alright, Iron Moth. Iron Moth is so much better than Slitherwing. It's a fire poison, which I don't really get the poison. I could see it being fire metal. But as a design, I feel like if they really did, and they're committing with the whole robot versions of Pokemon, which I'm not a fan of, but if you had to and you wanted to make robot metal versions of Pokemon, this is a high mark to set. This is really good. I like it. I don't like this. I don't like the idea. I don't like the digitized Pokemon. But as far as the execution goes, it's pretty cool. I wish it wasn't a poison type, because that doesn't make a lot of sense. Resembles an unknown object described in Paranormal Magazine as a UFO sent to observe humanity? That's weird. Okay, I'm going to move on before I change my mind. Hariyama, Iron Fists. Is that it? Also, it's stupid how they're all iron and these guys actually get like different names. I guess it makes sense though, kind of thematically. Iron Hands. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, I can kind of see it in like imagine like a sci-fi setting and these guys are like the guards. I think that'd be cool if it was like guards. But like the fact that it's like a Hariyama. Also, it's another thing that should be Steel type. You can tell that they were like, alright, we're going to do robot Pokemon, but we can't make them all Steel type because that would get old. So they just started throwing like Poison type in. Electric type kind of makes sense. But like it has to be, like you look at this thing and you think Steel type. I don't hate as much as I thought I would when I look at it up close. I don't think it's a B. It's a C down here with sandy shocks. The Hydreigon, Iron Bullops. I don't even know what the word is. Jugulus, that's it. Oh, looking at it like this kind of sucks. It's also dark flying, which it feels like flimsier, and I feel like a robot version would be like sturdier than, but like it loses dragon. When I look at this thing, I think of like the Pokemon Rumble, Hydreigon Pokemon Rumble. It literally looks like Pokemon Rumble Hydreigon. They literally put this thing in the game. This is literally what it is. It's like lower polygon Hydreigon. Yeah, they kind of fumbled this one. It's definitely nowhere near as cool as what they did with Corona. And here, because it doesn't have like the fact that the design does well, you can kind of like feel the fact that the concept is stupid more. Sorry, they did you just so dirty. I'm saying that now and I'm realizing that's probably what Chich meant, because Chich was saying they did one of his favorites dirty, so I'm guessing this is what you're talking about. What Chich was talking about. Hopefully I'm right with that. Tyranitar is better. Only because Tyranitar has the fact that Mechagodzilla, it's obviously a reference to that. What is it? Iron Thorns? It's also very sleek. That's a sick-ass shiny, though. Rock Electric is a weird. Again, that should be Steel. I hate the typings for all of these future Pokemon. But Mechagodzilla, and then also like the Pokestar Metal Pokestar Tyranitar. Like it already had like a... So I guess that's a cool illusion. Iron Thorns. I like it. The B. It's not as cool as... It's pretty cool, though. I gotta admit. I don't know. It's maybe like an A-. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Put it up there. Delibird. That's a fucking weird Pokemon to make into a future version. Iron Bundle. Okay, it's got like sled shoes for feet. This doesn't even look like a Pokemon. This looks like a toy in the Pokemon universe. You know, like this would be on like a shelf in one of the games. Like in your, like the game starts and this is in like your bedroom on like a shelf and you'd see it in the background and be like, oh, this is like world building, you know? I don't, as a Pokemon, I don't, it's ice water. Oh, so the bag is water? Is that it? Okay. And it's got like a water belly button, I guess. Yeah. see. Alright, this thing is Iron Valiant, which is the strongest one. I think it's the Roaring Moon equivalent for... Oh shit, you are not what I want to look at. Cool ass, sick ass shiny. It's Mega Gallade though. That's not a regular Gallade. It's got weird like braids. Weird kind of like things coming off. It's cool. It's very fighting, which is weird. Again, it looks like a steel type. They all look like steel types. They're all robots. Evidently, I think and feel like they should be steel types. And the fact that they aren't is very off-putting, as I've expressed multiple times now. It's also weird that it's a mega, roboticized, like, mega Pokemon instead of, like, a regular Pokemon. So, Scarlet gets pre-evolution, like, Jigglypuff and Mischievous, and these get mega evolutions in Violet. Again, very unbalanced, like, very one-sided, lopsided. I want to put it an A, but then I feel like I'm starting to like the robot idea too much now, because I really don't like the robot idea. Fine. It's cool design. I can't deny that. It looks cool. I think I'm going to skip these guys. I'm going to skip them, sorry. I haven't encountered them. I think they're like post-game. They're called like the Vessels of Ruin or something. So like they're the legendaries, the post-game legendaries. I haven't encountered them. I haven't seen them in game. I want to like give myself a chance to like experience them. So sorry, but they're not going to make the list. Moving on to the box legends. I like the box legends. S tiers. I will say, when they were first revealed, I was definitely in Miraidon's camp, but I ended up going with Koraidon. I definitely thought the Weirwolves thing were very weird at first, and it works a lot more naturally with Miraidon instead of Koraidon, and then Koraidon doesn't even use his weird like wheels; he just runs. But I ended up really liking him, and I ended up going with Scarlet. He really grew on me. I really like him. He's got kind of like a Mesoamerican sort of like winged Quetzalcoatl. The big flying serpent. I probably could have said this. Quetzalcoatl. It's kind of got like that kind of vibe. Like I feel like you could like imagine seeing it in like one of these. And that kind of vibe gives me like, I really like it. It really grew on me. Miraidon still slaps though, like the lightning coming out of that's really cool, and out of its tail, and it's like got like kind of the long neck that kind of puffs out, and it's like, you know, like metal like screen kind of almost. That's cool as fuck. Both are S tiers. Moving on. Tinkatink. Tinkatink, sorry, is a D. It gets better as it goes. Tinkatink and then Tinkatuff and Tinkaton. Tinkatuff is better than Tinkatink. But it's still got kind of like a weird Teletubby hands and like a weird like tooth thing going on where it's got like if you look at it up close, it's got weird teeth that I don't like. See, it's got like a single tooth on the top and bottom of its mouth. I don't really like that. Also, its shiny sucks. I guess it's copper instead of iron, so I guess that's cool thematically. I'll give it a D, and then I like Tinkaton the most, just because the the hammer carries it. The hammer is a cool designed hammer, and then the Pokemon attached to it's just like whatever. It's a fairy, you know. It's not an A, is it? No, it's a B. Armarouge and Cerulege. I used... Oh, wait, shit, we should do Charcadet. Charcadet's just a baby version of them. It evolves into either one. Excuse me. Okay, I'm almost done. Let's keep going. Charcadet is B. Charcadet's B. It's okay. It's a pre-evo. It's whatever. These guys are sick as fuck. I used Armarouge because I had Scarlet, but I really wanted Cerulege. Cerulege is probably the coolest Pokemon we've gotten in years. Armarouge, I'll give an A. Cerulege, I'll give an S because it's significantly better. It's fucking amazing. I love Cerulege. But they have the worst shinies. Cerulege. It just changes their eyes. Like, they become the color of the other one. So, like, Ceruledge gets yellow eyes, and this guy gets blue eyes. But what a waste of a shiny. So sad. But yeah, Ceruledge, easy S. Armor-Rouge is close behind. Toadschool. Toadschool's funny. I like Toadschool. Toadschool's B. I will say the like convergent Pokemon idea, like the Wiglet and the Toadschool, is really underutilized. Like, we only got like 2 of them, and they were both like forgettable Kanto Oh. Why is it gray? Also, is it just me or is it like it looks like it's dead? It's like eyes are half closed in this render compared to this one. I feel like on its own, if this weren't like attached to Tentacle and had no context, I'd hate it. It's got like ugly colors. That's ground grass type. That's weird as fuck. But the fact that it's like a tentacle, but like a toadstool, and it walks on its tentacles, and they're like goofy little feet. That's funny as fuck. Sorry. Toadscruel. Oh, that is a funky shiny. I don't know if I like it, but it's funky. Toadscruel it's just, it's the evolution to Toadschool. If anything, I like Toadschool better because I feel like the gimmick's a little more present there, and the novelty of it wears off when it evolves, so I'll put you down in C. Sorry, Toadscruel. Alright, we've down to the last 3, and let me tell you, these guys fucking rule. We got King Gambit, which is the Bisharp evolution, Clodsire, which is the Wooper evolution. I used him. And then Annihilape, which is a Primeape evolution. And just look at Annihilape. It's so cool. Like, it's the fact that it's got, like, bulkier arms and it's got, like, anime-ass hair. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I'm like, oh, that's an anime-ass Pokemon. It's an S for me. Ghost Fighting's also cool typing. King Gambit. Is King Gambit an S or an A? I haven't seen much of it. It's also got a cool ass ability. Please tell me it's got a cool shiny. That'd be cool. Okay, it's just Bisharp shiny. It's worse than the original, but I like its design. It's like sitting down on its like tail thing, its cape. It's cool. I'll give it an S. It might be an A. It's kind of like AS in between. I'll give it S for benefit of the doubt. And then Clodsire. I always say it wrong. I use this thing. That's a cool shiny. It's like purple because it's poison type. It also gets Water Absorb, which is a really good ability. Oh, wait. Maybe I got lucky because Water Absorb its second ability. Or just one of its. But yeah, Water Absorb is really good because it just makes it immune to water. And that's one of its main weaknesses. So other than that, I think it's just a weak to like Psychic and Ground. I think it only has 2 weaknesses. Because water doesn't work. Oh, Ice. It's weak to Ice. Ice, Psychic, and Ground. But yeah, it does a good job of living up to the Quagsire name. Because Quagsire is cool. But Quagsire is also very simple. Which is part of what makes it good. It's what happens is it's got like spines that grow out of its back, which is cool, kind of enforces the poison type thing. I'll give it an A. It's not an S, but it's an A. And that's it. Barring these guys. Alright, let's run over it real quick just to see if I have any like last second changes. I'm fine with that. These guys are definitely S's. A's. Any of these guys I want to move up to A or move down? I could maybe move like these guys down. Maybe these guys. There's a lot of Pokemon I feel pretty neutral about. But I think for the most part, it's pretty good. I think this is a pretty good final tier list. I guess I will put it in chat, and then I'll send this video once it takes like an hour to upload, probably. I can't wait to see how long this is. Shit. Alright, well, thanks for watching.